Before I start, I want to read something to you because it's pertinent to your discussion earlier. Dr. Gosar, I am a fairly liberal Democrat from Casa Grande who called Flagstaff home for 2 years, who doesn't agree with you on many issues. Why then am I writing you? The reason is that while we may disagree, we can both readily agree on the need to replace Congresswoman Ann Kirkpatrick. I view public service as not merely an implicit trust, but as a stewardship, a promise that you will always act in the best interests of those you serve. Congresswoman Kirkpatrick, however, believed that now under former Congressman Renzi's under investigation that she had a great chance to get a promotion. Hardly the type of representation we want, need, or deserve in Washington, D.C. So while you and I disagree, do your best, make sure this November that Congresswoman Kirkpatrick becomes just Ann Kirkpatrick. There is no such thing as wasting time with anybody, whether you're an R, D, or I. There is no such thing. Folks, I'm Dr. Paul Gosar. Most of you know me as a friend, neighbor, as a dentist here in town. And I hope you're like me. I'm fed up with what I see. I chose to live in this district for the last 25 years. And all I got to tell you, this district has been some kind of special to me. This is where I met my wife, Maud, and we've been blessed with 3 children. In fact, 2 of them are still in the school districts here. In fact, one was a Sonoma High School Mustang, now has to become an Eagle. So we have a lot of fighting in the house. But you know, we also built 2 small businesses here. And I actually built my house for many of the things like logs and rocks that we found in District 1. So folks, I am vested in this district. I understand what this district's all about. I have fought for this district time and time again. I'm also the proud product of immigrant grandparents. One a French Basque sheep and cattle rancher, and the other one a Slovenian butcher. Unfortunately, I don't write very well, but I'm very good at cutting meat. But you know, I learned something from my grandparents, and that is they had a dream. They wanted to become part of America, and they became cornerstones of their communities. In fact, my grandfather was 33 years old when he went to learn English in the 3rd grade. He was proud of that. I'm also the first of 10 kids, so if you ever see me at a dinner party, I'm always all in the corner because I'm very possessive about my food. If everybody comes close to it, I'm very good with a fork and knife. I'm also the smallest of 7 boys, so I understand about hand-me-ups. But you know, folks, in a family of 10 kids, you find competition. You find about getting together with people. You excel. You challenge each other, and you form camaraderie. My dad, a geologist, and my mom, who was a homemaker and an educator, taught us well. They taught us that if you see something wrong, you go do something different. You correct it, or you're as guilty as the person doing it. And oh, what a template they gave us. They mobilized our town of 1,000 people to take on the Nuclear Energy Commission. And guess what? They won. In fact, 6 bureaucrats, the top 6 bureaucrats, lost their jobs at that time for an ill-fated science experiment. Fast forward some 20 years later, when a piece of property of ours became under the scrutiny of the Interior Department, they wanted to put a dam on it and divert some of that water back over to the eastern slope of Wyoming and Colorado. Guess what? That nice tributary called the East Fork still flows just the way it is. So you know what? I don't talk a good storm. I actually live it. I've seen what it does. I've seen how you can accomplish it. It's not by one person. It's not by a family. It's called teamwork, and it's called community. That's how you get the job done. You have to have a vision, and you have to get people included. And what a marvelous thing it is that a dentist is standing in front of you. Because no more perfect time than right now. If you're my patient, I have to, when you come with a toothache, I got to listen to you. What is your symptoms? What is the problem? I have to listen to you. I have to gather the information, form a diagnosis, form a treatment plan, and get your buy-in. Tell me what part of that equation isn't perfect for this time